Welcome to this week's episode. Today, we discuss all the times you people have asked me, Chris, what's in your closet? I promise. And not hiding any kids from that guy from Inquisition, because that'd be fucking weird. Anyway, now I know a lot of you are really eager to know about the contents of my closet, and here's the truth. I've been going to shows for a few years now, at least 80, 90 years, so I've accumulated quite a few t-shirts over that amount of time, so realistically, I could probably wear a different t-shirt every day of the year. And I am not going to unfold every one of my fucking t-shirts for you plebs to look at. So, I have a portion of my closet here that I'm going to show off to you guys today. These are the t-shirts I wear a lot. If you ever see me walking around, I'll probably be wearing one of these. So you can tell your friend on Instagram afterward, oh my god, I saw Chris wearing this shirt. Anyways, here are some of my shirts and some of the stories behind them. Now, first off, this is pretty self-explanatory. If you don't have this t-shirt in your closet, you should probably attend a camp that's titled Kill Yourself. Who doesn't own that Havoc t-shirt? Like, come on. For any of you guys that are familiar with good old 3 Inches of Blood, hockey, and heavy metal, back when they used to be a band on Roadrunner Records, and then, you know, that label pretty much died and they only kept Dream Theater, and come on, let's get serious. Who's listening to Dream Theater these days? Next up is a tour t-shirt from the one time I did manage to see Brendan Small, Gene Hoagland and company with Death Clock. And this was back in, I think, 2012 was their last major North American tour. And it was also the first time I saw Machine Head as well. And this was when Rob Flynn was somewhat cool. It was after Unto the Locust, and he didn't have an opinion on fucking everything like Corey Taylor does from Shrimp Biscuit, so it means something to me. Next up, we have my boys from Saskatoon, who headlined the very first Saskatoon Slaughter, Untimely Demise. And for those that are, oh my god, why don't you have any death metal t-shirts? Calm the flying fuck down, because I do. Cataclysm's probably up there with one of my favorite death metal bands of all time. This one's a tribute to the legend, Paul Bailoff. And if you don't know who Paul Bailoff is, probably invest in something to hang yourself with. Heavier Than Time. Now this one's not even a band t-shirt, but it's a t-shirt that has greatly influenced the birth of this channel, I'd want to say. And major ups to Jackass for inspiring us to do a lot of stupid shit.
Fun fact, Jet Films started as a prank channel.
I think it still is a prank channel.
Yeah. Prank Jillars.
Next one is 666 Phantom Spoopy Witch. I masturbate quite a bit to this one. Masturbate, yes. Because, well, I identify as warsexual, and I need to wear this t-shirt to help me jerk off. Oh, this one's a beauty. Okay, so you've probably seen me wear this fucking shirt before. It's crusty, it's faded as all fucking hell. The sleeves just fell off, I didn't even cut them off. But this was the very first Exodus t-shirt I ever did purchase. And Bonded by Blood, obviously, because why the fuck would you not own a Bonded by Blood t-shirt? Come on. Next up, I have this beauty that I snagged from a guy on eBay, who's also from Poland. Fun fact, I don't actually pay with anything on PayPal using, you know, currencies. It's just beer, usually. And it's Polish beer, so you're welcome, Poland. I'm getting your beer back to your people. We got Marduk here. And for those that don't know Marduk, they're the originators of tank metal and heavily influenced Sabaton in the 70s for their first album, Led Zeppelin Volume 2. These three you can get a zoom in on. These 3 t-shirts I managed to snag the one time I saw Bolt Thrower in 2015 with Razor back at, I think it was London, Ontario that I saw them. But anyway, these t-shirts themselves I think were at the merch table for 15-20 bucks. And of course, you know, there are guys that buy 1,000 of these, then resell them on YouTube for a kidney and $500. And if you're one of those people that resells Bolt Thrower t-shirts for $500, you're a fucking piece of shit. We've got Annihilator with Alice in Hell. Oh, this is one of my favorite t-shirts. I think I wore this one in one of those
Problems?
In Metalhead Problems, I think, yeah.
Can you guys confirm that in the comments? Thank you.
Yeah. This was one of the OG Exodus logos back when that Shakespearean guy, Kirk Hamlet, was still part of the band, so really rare press. Next up, we've got one of my favorite current bands right now, Ex Mortis. I've seen Ex Mortis a few times. This one I got when they were on tour opening for Marty Friedman back in 2015, I want to say. This one, it's one of my favorite t-shirts. I cut the sleeves off of it just so I can wear it all year round, because in Canada, it's customary to cut your sleeves off during the winter. It helps exfoliate your skin. It helps prove that you're a man in these harsh weather conditions. So, my favorite death album, for any of you wondering, Leprosy. Next up, I got this t-shirt specifically for St. Patrick's Day. And it does have the tiniest of shamrocks on it. And it says Gary fucking Holt on it. And that's why I love it dearly. Next up, some Mediterranean thrash with bio fucking cancer. I bought this t-shirt off their eBay store, and the sleeves are already cut off on it, so maybe someone else is wearing it, then resold it back to the band and back to me, but thanks for cutting the sleeves off the t-shirt, I guess. Now this one's great. If you're ever at a family function and want to have a great conversation starter, get yourself one of these bad boys. But yes, I wholeheartedly endorse Kill the Kardashians because we need one less cancerous tumor in this world. This next one I've owned since I was probably like 15 years old, and it's Slayer. And I think the very first concert I ever played when I had a band, I was wearing this t-shirt. And I've had to wash this 1,001 times, but it stayed in pretty good condition. And it's fucking Slayer, so you know what? Here's to fucking Slayer. Next up, we've got one of my other favorite death metal bands, Obituary, and my favorite album by them, Cause of Death. I think I've seen Obituary like 5 or 6 times now, I'm not too sure. Now this next t-shirt, here's a good question for all you fans. Name the 3 characters on this t-shirt and the show they appear in. Ask not the innkeeper, for destiny is thy name. Let us know in the comments section what TV show that's from. Next up is my favorite death metal band. I've seen these dudes at least 4 or 5 times. The first time was at Summer Slaughter. And this was back when...
Summer Slaughter 2014.
I know, Summer Slaughter 2014, that's some famous shit right there. And this was back when they had actual death metal bands on the bill, right? Who does that these days on tours?
Summer Slaughter's still a thing.
Unfortunately, it is. And it is dominated by Sumerian core bands.
Who's playing this year?
Probably Periphery again.
First with the gent.
Speaking of gent, this is one of my favorite t-shirts from one of my other favorite death metal bands, Aborted, because it says fuck dubstep on the back. And I got this back in 2011 when, you know, people were still jerking themselves off to dubstep and Skrillex core math metal, so for obvious reasons, I really love this t-shirt. Also, did you guys see the new fucking season of the Trailer Park Boys? Look at that shit. Look, Ricky grabbing his cock. What a guy.
That's season 11, man.
What season we at now?
12.
Fuck. Now this one. This was my first tour t-shirt ever. I got this back in 2008 when I saw Metallica and Lamb of God together. This was when Metallica was still touring in support of their release I Was Way Too Fucking Loud, Death Magnetic. It was the first show I ever went to, and it kind of set the bar pretty high for other concerts, because at the time, Lamb of God was touring for Wrath as well, so it was a fucking incredible show. Next up, for all you guys that remember them, Lazarus AD.
Rest in peace.
RIP. Thrash or die. Next one is Razor. I got this summer 2017 when I saw them in Kitchener with Waterloo. With fucking Annihilator. Check it out, it's a picture of them on the back.
That's so weird.
How is that weird? Next up, who am I? DR fucking I. I've seen these dudes twice, and if you haven't, well, fucking sucks to be you. One of my favorite black and thrash bands ever, Witch Haven. And I saw these motherfuckers on tour with Exodus. Next up, we have Power Trip. I saw these guys open for Exodus when I saw them in September, and you can find a link for that video, I'm pretty sure, on this channel of me talking to Zed. Next up, we have my favorite Vietnamese metal band, Sodom with M16, which is the greatest fucking album of all time from them, and if you disagree, then, well, take a nice long suck. I don't know. Next up, we've got Sleep, Dope Smoker, for obvious reasons. And then one of my other favorite black and thrash bands, Skeleton Witch. And for all of you that were at that fucking Exodus Municipal Waste Tour in support of Mr. Pickles, I hate all of you, but I at least have a Mr. Pickles t-shirt of my own that I love very dearly. This one I snagged at Morbid Saints' headlining show in Toronto. It's artwork from their song Assassin. It's really going to suck fucking refolding all these t-shirts again, I've got to say. Next up is Creator, and I actually do enjoy wearing white t-shirts every once in a while. It makes going to family functions a wee bit easier. You got a white t-shirt at least. Not white power, white t-shirts. I got this one on their most recent tour with What's that really normie band that Carpizzo loves? Sabaton.
Does he love Sabaton?
He loves Sabaton. He told me so.
Really?
Yes, he does. This t-shirt that I got from Jesse Sanchez of Warbringer. This is just from his own line of t-shirts. It has Shred for the Dead on it, and it has a lot of deceased rock stars on there. Lemmy's there, David Bowie, Michael Jackson's probably there. Not Kurt Cobain though, because fuck that guy. Anyway, it's a rad shirt and it's a rad print. This one you've seen me wear before in video, Municipal Waste and the Donald Trump on the front. The next up is my boys from Italy, Ultraviolence, from their album Deflect the Flow. This band is far too spooky for you, and you probably can't handle it, but... Next up, you've seen this last time I wore this last video, my boys from Down Under and Durain. And we got some more Canadian goodness here with Terrifier, Weapons of Thrash Destruction, and my favorite Guar knockoff band, just kidding, Ghoul. I just love this print, and it's on white too, which makes it even look better. Metal! Next up, we have Cannabis Corpse. And I love these dudes because it includes members of Municipal Waste. And it says Bonded by Bud on it. I wonder where they got that. It says Bonded by Bud on it.
You sure?
Positive. Or Bonded in Bud. It says Bonded in Bud on it.
It says baptized.
Baptized, oh my god. It says baptized. Don't include that. Next up we have one of my favorite bands of all time, Revocation, and this t-shirt is definitely worse for wear. I've worn this to God knows how many concerts and spilled God knows how much fucking beer on it, but I still love it anyway. Next up we have another white t-shirt, and for those of you, calm the fuck down. Most of this pile is black t-shirts. I can have a few colored ones. We got Gua. This one is actually really cool. I love these long sleeve two-tone baseball tees. This one's Exodus from Bonded by Blood, and Heavy must stay heavy, all others must die. This one's going to make all your dicks really hard. Ex-Hoarders. Fuck. This one's going to give your nipples a twist. Ex-Order with Slaughter in the Vatican. The originators of Avenged Sevenfold's logo.
You mean the other way around?
No, Hoff, you should kill yourself. Overkill.
Okay.
No! Julian! Next up is one of my other favorite Municipal Waste shirts. I got this when I saw them at the beginning of... No, it was late 2016 when I saw them. But yeah, it's an awesome t-shirt. This is one of my favorite Warbringer t-shirts because it's one of my favorite albums by them, War Without End, and it's got a bit of an old school look to it. Awesome t-shirt. If you don't like Warbringer, you should kill yourself. The Lamb of God t-shirt. Okay, so back in the day, when I first started going to concerts, I always wanted to wear a shirt that wasn't a band that was headlining, but also a t-shirt that everyone I feel like would uniformly love. And it was this Ashes of the Wake t-shirt, and you can tell there are a lot of fucking holes in this t-shirt over the years from many pits and putting this t-shirt on my belt after I bought more merchandise, but it always stayed true to me, and one of my best friends gave me this t-shirt. So yeah, probably my favorite black metal band, Bathory, and one of my favorite thrash metal bands, Toxic Holocaust, Nuke the Cross. And for those that anally eager to ask, what t-shirt are you wearing right now? My boys from Greece, Suicidal Angels. That is it for this week. Thank you so much for watching. Please send me money for burritos and beers and shawarmas. This week's video, sponsored by the Polish once again, for their excellent beer, Żywiec. Now, I know a lot of you, well, I shouldn't say a lot of you, half of you were like, oh wow, cool, Polish beer, and the other half were, kurwa, this shitty fucking beer, whatever. Well, I can't please all your small boners, so if you don't like it, blow me.